What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to talk about Avengers Tower. It's coming once again, the third Avengers Tower, and this time we'll be facing not only all the crazy teams that we faced in the past, like the Dormammu's of the world and the Eternals and the Weapon X and whatever. Now we are also going to face the new Marauders with Madeline Pryor, and also the new Darkhold team with a new legendary Morgan Le Fay. So it's going to be very exciting. The Avengers Tower is probably one of the best modes that we have available on Marvel Strike Force, and the community always gathers in this situation to see which teams everyone uses and what exactly we have to do to get as high as possible, and see if anyone can finally achieve that level 100, which is so hard to get. Okay, so in this video we are going to talk about a spreadsheet that I made with teams that different content creators on different spending categories used. Myself, Philosopher, Dorky Dad, and Mr. Heartgrave, which teams we use in different situations, and this spreadsheet will be available on my Discord within the next 4 or 5 hours, maximum 24 hours, but it will be there on the Avengers Tower section, and then you can go through it and see which teams each of us use it and which teams more adapts to your roster. Okay, so with that said, let's take a look at this spreadsheet and see exactly how it works. So here in this line we have all the floors. This is beyond level 35, because level 35 is usually where you reach on the first day. After the first day, it doesn't really count. No one cares about the first day because it's usually extremely easy. What counts is from level 35 and until level 100. Now, from level 95 to level 100, we have no information. I searched on different websites if there was any information on Avengers Tower beyond the level 95, and I was not able to find any information. So I'm not sure if anyone beat it or not, if Tanado Mike Japan was able to beat it, but so far we don't know. So we have all the stages until level 90 or 95. We don't have much information beyond the level 90, because on the stage 90 it has a gear check, and the gear check is to see how big your Eternals are. If your Eternals are at least 6 yellow and 6 red, you will be able to beat the floor 90. If your Eternals are not as big as that, so 6 yellow, 6 red, you will not be able to beat that stage, and you will not be able to go beyond level 90. So unfortunately it's a gear check. It doesn't matter which strategy you use, you will not be able to do it either way. Okay, so once again we have all the stages here. Then we have the teams in each stage, and the teams, and also on the other side, the way the teams are written is usually they have the name of the characters, or they have some smaller part or some nickname or something about the character. So if you have like Gamora, we might have only Gamo or something like this, just to save space, because I didn't know exactly how to do this, and you guys can leave suggestions in the comments. Should I make 5 slots, one for each enemy that we are facing, and then once again 5 slots for each content creator for each of the characters that I use it, or like this is decent enough? You guys can figure it out how it works. I have to do all of this myself. I edit my videos all by myself, the thumbnails, everything, the infographics, it's all done by me. So spending even more time on this is going to be a lot of work, so I hope you guys appreciate it at least. But yeah, so for example, if we have new warriors, you'll find n.w. So if it has dots, it means it's the name of a team. If it doesn't have dots, it's a name of a character. So for example, Deadpool, it has D, H, and P to differentiate from the normal Deadpool. So we can differentiate the characters, and I try to put as much information as possible so you guys can figure out exactly which characters are. So once again, we have all the enemies that we face here, and then we have the teams used by the different content creators on their runs. Okay, so talking about content creators, we have myself, duarktikhq, duarktik MSF HQ, then we have Philosopher, then we have Dorky Dad, and finally we have Mr. Artgrave. We all represent different spending groups, and I was also thinking about considering Pathfinder and Ironhide, but unfortunately they didn't have enough videos about the Avengers Tower. There are a few videos, but it was not a complete list, so I decided just to skip it. If it doesn't have the complete list, I'll just skip it. Okay, so talking about these content creators, we have Philosopher as the local whale. He's the big heavy spender, so if you are also a big heavy spender, maybe his roster will be more similar to yours, and the teams that you use might be more convenient to you. If you are like some of a dolphin, you buy like usually 2 of the offers that are released for each character. If you usually get every character at 6 yellow stars and 5 red stars on the first pass, then Dorky Dad is the guy for you. He doesn't have everything maxed out, but he has all the characters pretty big early on. So he's also a good theory crafter. Philosopher is not as much of a theory crafter, but Dorky Dad is a little bit more on that regard. So if you are not a whale, if you are a dolphin, if you are a bit of a high spender, Dorky Dad is going to be the best content creator for you. Now, talking about me, I consider myself a light spender. I buy 1 offer of each character in terms of for making content and to test out the characters early on, and that's it. That's most of the money I spend on this game. So if you are a light spender, if you are almost free to play, you can also find some good information with my teams. I try to make as much theory crafting as possible. I really mix the teams to get the best result possible. For example, OG Spider-Man together with the Brotherhood and Doctor Doom was a team that saved me many times on the previous Avengers Tower and allowed me to get further and further thanks to it. So if you are a light spender, if you like a lot of theory crafting, maybe I'm going to be the best option for you. Now we have Mr. Artgrave. Mr. Artgrave is almost free to play. He's not exactly free to play. He's almost free to play and uses some of the teams that Dorky Dad uses. He uses them as inspiration, but that's fine because his roster is a lot smaller. So if he can get the same success with the same teams but at much lower stars, that means the strategy is somewhat good, and because someone else tried it first, the second time is usually better. So if you are a very low light spender or maybe free to play and you like not super cookie cutter teams but somewhat in the middle, you'll find good information here as well. In terms of the video editing, the people who have the best video editing is me and Dorky Dad. We always just clip exactly the matches that we are exactly doing, like floor 75, floor 78, 79, whatever. So everything is clipped, you don't have much space between that. But if you, for example, Philosopher and Mr. Artgrave, they have the full live stream. So you have to skim a lot more of their streams in order to find the specific videos if you want to see visually how they did it instead of just getting the information of the team that they use it. Okay, so once again, Pathfinder and Ironhide, they're okay guys. I don't know them very well, but at least Pathfinder, he tries to be creative with his teams. Unfortunately, he just didn't have enough videos and enough information, and Ironhide, the same thing. Okay, so let's take a quick look to their channels. First, of course, let's take a look at mine. You can find a lot of playlists. Other content creators don't have many playlists. I try to make as many playlists as possible. So if you are looking for guides for Dark Dimension 5, Dark Dimension 4, Dark Dimension 3, you can find all of that usually on my playlists. daily challenges, the Doom raids. You can also find information there. There's usually playlists for everything. T4 recommendations, character reviews, isolate recommendations. You can find all of that usually on my channel. I'm trying to get as consistent as possible so people can find this type of videos more easily. But once again, it's extremely hard because I'm doing so many things at the same time that I cannot reach everywhere. Okay, so that's for my channel. In terms of duarktikhq, he also has team reviews. It's not so much as the character, but more as the teams. This content is a lot more related with Alliance Wars. He also has some guides for raids as well. So if you are into Alliance Wars, if you like to see this kind of content, usually it's clips from his live stream. It's not like dedicated videos. He has some dedicated videos, but mostly it's clips from his live streams. But if you like a lot of Alliance Wars, you can find good content here on his channel. Then we have a philosopher, once again the whale on the block. He does characters reviews, T4 suggestions. I don't usually agree with these T4s and isolate suggestions, but to each their own. He has a different way of looking at the kits of the characters. But if you want, once again, the whale perspective is the guy you should look for. Definitely some good videos, and the way he speaks and whatever, he always presents well the information that he's trying to provide. Mr. Artgrave is all over the place. Unfortunately, he has some problems with me, but that's fine, no problem there. But if you like a lot of reaction videos, he has some interesting stuff. But once again, remember that he is a character, it's not a real person, while me, duarktikhq, and Philosopher, we are real people. Mr. Artgrave is a persona, so keep that in mind, because many of the things he says is within certain contexts, and beyond that it might be a little bit problematic. So when you watch the Mr. Artgrave channel, make sure you have an open mind, otherwise it might not be very interesting. In terms of other content creators, we have like Mobile Gamer, Remanex, Town, Macmol, we have Boylan, we have someone else I don't remember. But yeah, there are a few content creators out there, but unfortunately they are not doing any Avengers Tower, or at least they are not making videos about it. So it's not possible for me to find the information of the teams that they use it. And because of that, they are missing on the spreadsheet. It's not for any other reason, it's just because I could not find the information of the teams they use it. They usually do this on Twitch, and on Twitch after 2 weeks or whatever, the videos are deleted, so therefore you cannot find full information, and that's why they are missing. Okay, so once again we have the spreadsheet here. It will be available within a few hours, maximum 1 day, definitely way before Avengers Tower will be here on Friday. Once again, we have all the enemy teams here, the respective room. Once again, remember that this Avengers Tower is the third Avengers Tower, so the room order might be a little bit changed. Then we have my teams, Philosopher teams, duarktikhq teams, and Mr. Artgrave teams. You can, once again, you can find all this information on my Discord within a few hours. And I hope you found this information helpful. If you did, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. I'm gonna try to share this video on Facebook. If you can share it on Reddit, that would be appreciated, to get this information to as many people as possible, so they can be a little bit more successful on their Avengers Tower experience. During the Avengers Tower, I'll be streaming on YouTube and on Twitch. And as soon as I'm done with my run on that specific day, I will clip it as fast as possible and upload it to my channel. So if you guys want to check it out for yourselves, you can do it. Once again, it will have their own specific playlist, Avengers Tower 3 or Avengers Tower of April, something like this. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. And once again, if you found the information helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content. And I will catch you guys later.